Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It's Friday, the 15th of July. This is our weekly recap. It's been a long, tough week here in the markets. If you want to join us, come on over to smartoptiontrading.com. I will tell you, I did not have my best week. I'm actually, for the ending the day red today on one trade. Didn't do well on the ES, if that would have worked. And a little bit mad at myself for how I've been trading this week. Overall, I am green on the week, and that's good. So let's talk about what's going on here. And let's start off with the data. We had CPI data on Wednesday that was horrific, highly inflationary. We had the same data again on Friday that was extremely inflationary, and the market has rallied off of that. We had stronger than expected retail sales and consumer sentiment today. Both of those are actually inflationary numbers, but they allow the Fed to do one thing, and they allow the Fed to really raise rates, because while they're inflationary, as long as the consumer and retail is good, the Fed feels they can go out and they can raise rates higher. And that's kind of what we're looking at here. And the market has rallied off of both of those. We gapped up on retail sales here, and we've pushed into the 21-day on the SPY with about 25 minutes here to go. The nice thing here is, after this, the Fed speaking ad nauseum for the last couple of weeks, they are now on quiet mode. They're not allowed to speak unless there's emergency now until the Fed meeting, which is on the 27th of July. Also, what kicks in next week is earnings in a big way. So we had earnings from 4 of the 6 big banks this week, and we'll go over that in a second, but none of them, one was good, the rest were not. So the SPY, if you're watching the SPY here, we are now in a 3+ week range between these two gaps, and we just cannot break it. We came down, we just missed testing this lower gap yesterday, and now we bounced back up to the 21-day. And I will say, could be very wrong, but the market feels like it just wants to shrug off bad news and rally here. And again, I've been saying this for a while. If we rally, the 50 days your next target, it keeps coming down, and then this gap could fill. So we're going to keep an eye on that here as we go forward. The Qs have been slightly stronger all week. They're pushing back up well above the 21-day, pushing for the 50-day. And overall, the VIX smashed down, nothing going on there. Bonds continue to sit in this very tight range this week. The dollar, which has been one of the problems, has come in finally the last 2 days after a huge spike on that. And that's also helping the market here. And crude has cooled off, cooled all the way back to 90 and now coming back up into the 99 area here on a bounce, but, cooled off well off the 123 highs that we had back here. If you're looking for what this week was about, it was really about big tech, and these big tech names carried. And let's start off with Apple, and then we'll go from there. Apple, nice bounce here, breaking out of this range today. It had no power, though. It lost it, couldn't get it through the high here, through that candle. By the way, these lines are drawn pre-market as day trades. You can see how these work out here. So 151.31 was where I was looking for resistance. We didn't quite get there. Amazon did have a nice day today. We're looking for a move on that one. That one did give it. Nice move up there, right to that line, and it came in off of that. Meta also decided, hey, I'm not going to hang around today, and pushed up. And then there's Netflix. Netflix decided, I have earnings on Tuesday, and I'm going to run. And it took off today. Volume's a little bit higher than normal. Nice move here through all the moving averages. And, this is going to be a big deal on Tuesday. They're going to report after the close on Tuesday. And remember, they have guided to have a net loss on subs for the first time in, I think it's the first time ever. I'm not sure about that, but that's going to be big, how that comes in and how they guide going forward with that. So that's going to be huge there. Tesla this week has been all over the place, tried to break above the 50-day today and couldn't quite do it, came back down out of play. AMD could have broken down this week. It was right on the edge here pre-market. It was trying to break out down to below the 73.73, and they rallied it up, and here it is back to the 21-day. Qualcomm is the one that's really led in the semis, pushing all the way up to the top of this range here. Nice move there. Help me out, guys in the room. Anything I'm missing here? The banks. Let's talk the banks. So the banks are a tale of 4 banks have reported. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, and Citigroup are waiting on Goldman Sachs and Bank of America on Monday morning. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and Wells Fargo all missed on revenue. They all missed on earnings per share. Citigroup beat. JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon came out, and he's very negative. They suspended their buyback. Citigroup has also now suspended their buyback, but the CEO there is all rosy. there's a disconnect here between what's going on, in my opinion, the banks here today and what they're saying. And I'm not sure which one's going to win this out. But JP Morgan suspending their buyback and Jamie Dimon being negative. And I tend to put my faith in Jamie Dimon. He's been the best workhorse out there. Makes me wonder about this rally in Citigroup up so big and Wells Fargo, right? They just wonder if these things can actually hold. We'll see what Goldman Sachs and Bank of America say on Monday. You take that aside, it's been that kind of week in the market. We remain stuck in this range, and until we can break this range, expect more choppy trading like this. But I do think this market wants to try to push here. So if earnings deliver, these names should be rewarded. And remember, a lot of these names are beaten up. So if they deliver and they guide well, we're going to see it. And the last one I'm going to leave it with is even Taiwan Semi this week. After beat and raise, which they've done every quarter for the last 2 years, finally got some follow through and a push up on that. So that's good to see. Everybody have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you on Monday morning. And for anybody that wants to join us, link in the description below. I'll do some charts on Sunday. Good night, everybody.